Many injuries and widespread damage.
I saw the fire, but I didn't yet knew there was going to be an explosion. We went inside. Suddenly, I lost my hearing. Apparently, I was too close. So I lost my hearing for a few seconds. I knew something was wrong. And then suddenly the glass just shattered all over the car. The cars around us, the shops, the stores, the buildings. Just glass going down from all over the buildings.
Firefighters are tackling numerous blazes, while medical teams are searching for casualties in what is now a full-scale emergency. James Robbins, BBC News.
And we're just hearing that the Lebanese Prime Minister has declared a day of national mourning in Lebanon on Wednesday after those explosions. It seems there were two explosions, but one of them was absolutely enormous, as you saw there in James Robbins' piece. Well, our correspondent in Beirut, Lina Sinjab, has been describing to us the moment that she felt the blast.
Well, I was here in my apartment and the whole building was shaking. It felt like it was like an earthquake, and I felt like the building is about to collapse. Just a few minutes after, there was like big explosion that all the doors in my flat like went open, and we started trying to call each other, check on people. And you know, the phone network was down, and immediately after we heard that there was the explosion that hit the area of the Beirut port. Many buildings around that area had their windows shattered, you know, some like huge damage there. And of course the government is saying that there are many casualties and the hospitals are filled up with people. So so far we're not able to tell what are the causes. The government is saying that the explosion took place at the port at an explosives warehouse, but it's hard to tell at the moment what are the real causes behind this big explosion. It certainly shook the whole city. Many people heard it, you know, from miles away from the city, and it was like really something of a kind that nobody felt before. It reminded people of what happened in 2005, where there was a big explosion that took the life of former Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri.
Lina Sinjab there in Beirut. Well, many people indeed in the city saying that it did feel as though it was an earthquake. This is the aftermath. You can see the nightscape in Beirut, and flames and smoke and carnage after that enormous explosion. It seems there were two explosions, but one, as we saw earlier, was particularly massive. Now, the US State Department says it's following closely the reports of the explosion. It's standing ready to offer all possible assistance, says the US State Department. The latest casualty figures, well, there aren't any detailed casualty figures, but the head of the Lebanese Red Cross is talking about hundreds of people having been taken to hospitals in the city and many remaining trapped in their homes.